Hello, Hornet Land. This is Dr. Don here for Hornet Cast, episode number 7 in season 2. And I have 4 individuals with me today that are going to talk to you about getting dirty or something like that. Right?
Good.
Exactly.
And so I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you. And actually, this is a student-led club that we're going to talk about today. And they want to involve the whole community in something that can change our lives. So let's have them introduce themselves and talk about what they're doing. Start over here.
Hi, I'm Jose Miguel. I'm from grade 12, and I'm excited to start this club with Faya.
What's the name of your club?
Green Roots.
Green Roots.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm Juan Pablo. I'm in grade 11 and also really excited and proud that this project is able to be done at school.
Excellent.
My name is Bree. I'm a grade 1 teacher here, and I am also one of the environmental liaisons. So for Green Hive, we've been working together with this club, getting it started, and having our own compost project going on the side as well, but they've been helping with that, so that's cool too.
Hey, my name's Mr. Holtz. I teach biology here, and I'm very excited about this club because I remember having Faya in my class and him beginning to notice his interest in soil composition, which was kind of a funny thing for a 10th grader to notice, but it's been cool to see what he started making it into.
Wait. You were interested in soil composition last year in biology.
Yeah, that we're covering.
And why? Why were you interested in soil?
I've heard it a few times in class, but my family background comes a lot from agriculture.
Okay.
My dad is an agricultural engineer. My grandfather is a vet. So he also has farms and everything. So my dad was really focused in regenerative and sustainability and stuff. And he I talked to him about vermicomposting and general composting, and he just knew so much. So just talking with him really sparked the interest for me.
So this is like a family thing for you, like
Yeah.
piqued your interest because you've been around soil your whole life.
Yeah.
Okay, very good, excellent. All right, tell us about your club. What are you doing? I heard something about your supplies just got here.
Yeah.
So tell us what you're doing.
So the first month we were just basically getting the club started, talking with Mr. Holt to see what we were having to do. So we already have one vermicomposter, which Ms. Gao I think have.
Yeah.
So it's in the shed behind the biology grade 10 area.
Where that
So-
greenhouse is, kind
Yeah.
of. Okay. Good.
Yeah, so we have to get the we use paper to feed it, but other teachers also give food, so we have to really mix it around so that the worms can.
You're gonna have to explain all of this because I don't think the common person out there knows what this is. They probably never even heard the term. So explain what the process is and what you're doing, because you just mentioned paper and worms, and people out there might be saying, "What is this Hornet Cast about? Paper and worms?" Tell us.
So vermicomposting is basically using the organic materials that are given when we eat or everything that remains, we can use it in vermicomposter. So it's rather than a regular composter that is just soil and the organic residuals, it uses worms. So it's based on the worms that they naturally, if they were in the soil, they would just come out to eat when there is sunlight, and then they go back down. So in the vermicomposter, what it has is that it has a layer of soil where the worms are,
Okay.
and on top another layer of soil in which all the organic residuals are left.
All the the leftover rice from lunch.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So what happens there is that as the worms are used to going up to eat, they go up,
Uh-huh.
they eat all the organic rest that you leave there,
Okay.
fruit, vegetables,
Right.
anything you leave, and then they go back down just as if they were in their natural habitat. And when
Okay.
they're there, they process the food and then leave some. The soil is nutrient-rich soil that can be used as an organic fertilizer.
Okay. So basically, when they're pooping, they're making really good fertilizer,
Very
really
good.
nutritious
Really
soil.
nutritious soil.
Okay. We're talking about poop and dirt today on Hornet Cast. Thank you. Thank you for bringing this to us. Very good. And how did you get involved in this club?
Well, it all started from talking with my dad. My family also comes from an agricultural background, and growing up, I visited my farm. I really enjoy being in touch with the environment and also caring for it, because many of my friends and a lot of people, I've seen that really don't have the environmental consciousness marked, and it's just something that doesn't come to mind to like recycle and what happens when you don't and things like that. And the club started with the idea to start the worm composters. Talking with my dad.
Verma.
Vermi.
Yeah,
Vermi.
vermicompost. Yeah.
Vermicompost.
In
Worm
Spanish,
compost.
in Spanish, it's called lombricompost.
Lombricompost. Okay.
But like it's like worm compost, but vermicompost the official name.
Okay.
And in my family farm, we were planning to add some worm composters, but then like other projects started. But I stayed with the idea, and I really wanted to experience it, and I thought about getting worm composters back to the school, and how it would be great to get the whole community involved, to teach young and kids like us with hands-on learning, and really understand why it's beneficial for everyone to care for the environment.
You mentioned that your families, both of you mentioned that your family's in agriculture. So what do you grow? And why would vermicomposting be useful in the work that you do with agriculture? What do you...
My family has a coffee farm,
Okay.
and now it's like getting transitioned to avocados.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's like there's a whole it's a lot of specifics involved, and I just find it everything super interesting. And the worm composters are used to feed the coffee plants, and the avocados. They always they can get either sick, or they can get there's a lot of problems. And having the best nutritious soil as possible, it's like the most optimal thing.
It's that fertilizer.
Yeah.
It's like the key to the process, right?
Yeah, it's the key.
Yeah, and then also my family has been working like, a lot in coffee. My grandfather has a farm in Fraijanes, and my father has worked in a lot of farms in Antigua. So yeah, it's also we have to add to the coffee plants specifically. You have to add a lot of fertilizers. So you can either buy them, which ends up being expensive.
It's money, right?
It's money,
That's a
yeah.
lot of money.
That's a lot of
Fertilizer
money.
is a lot.
Or you can just produce it.
And they're not as good because they're more synthetic and chemically,
more synthetic
right?
and chemically.
Yeah, that's like another topic, the organic fertilizers versus the chemical fertilizers. Like the chemical fertilizers are not good for the environment, and even for us when we eat the food, there's a lot of things that we don't see and we don't taste, but they actually affect our health and the whole ecosystem where the plantations are at.
It's very, very interesting. And one of the questions that I have is, were you able to get other students interested in this, or is it just the two of you that are in this club?
FIA's done quite a good job attracting students.
Okay.
We have
You've been recruiting
Yeah.
people that
I
you
think-
say, come join us with the mud and the worms.
Well, I think they're offering student service hours, so I think that has helped to
little
get some
incentive.
people involved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the service hours was a really good idea. We haven't started that yet.
Okay.
We're gonna when we have the composters and everything, the service hours will be able for students to get if you go check in your own time, when time, recess or lunch. If you go check if the composters have mud, the food, if they have what is correct. But yeah, the club has been. It's not just the two of us. I think
It's
we're
not just the two of you. You were able to find other people
Or I
interested in
think
worms.
13.
13.
students.
Wow. So that's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're I think evenly divided, grade 12, grade 11. We don't have any grade
When you
sophomores or
when you guys meet,
we meet on Wednesdays from 2 to 3.
do you hear that, everybody? Wednesdays 2 to 3. Join.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
service hours.
Yeah.
But also be ready to help. It's not just
Yeah.
about the service hours. Like, for example, they're helping us make a promotional video to show lower school kids too, and to show even operations and facilities about what you can and can't compost, what can go in the rotating composters versus the vermicomposters. So, people with different skills as well. Some friends
Gotcha.
that are good at editing videos. So it's more than just okay, come and join and sit in Mr. Holt's
Yeah.
class and hang out. We need people who actually also want to feel passionate or want to learn about these things so that they can help.
Yeah, and bring skills. Because like you're saying, it's not just dealing with the compost, it's also the organization that I've seen Jose Miguel really do a fantastic job with making sure that all the materials have been ordered, get here on time, and make sure that people know what job they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, we want to like people to know what are these like just these boxes and these rotating composters that they see on campus, and for them to actually see that it's not like this technical, really specific, scary process. That is more like this thing you can learn and get involved with, and see like it's very friendly.
Yeah, you can make a culture around it to where
Yeah.
it's just kind of second nature for how people behave.
Yeah, that's our goal.
I also think like a selling point for the club has been that like the ultimate goal is being like environmentally sustainable, but
Okay.
people can attain it through different disciplines. So we're
Right.
building the composters right now. So if you're interested in engineering, that's engineering.
Mm.
Gotcha.
And we're gonna do that to be environmentally.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you're looking at a certain skill set, which
Yeah.
is engineering,
Yeah.
right? How do we design this in a way
Mhm.
that will be most effective?
Yeah, so we're like combining different disciplines for the end goal of being environmentally aware.
That's awesome, and it sounds like there could be some folks that are videographers and talented in
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
Maybe a communication campaign
Yeah.
with some info. I mean, we could even include stuff in the bulletins that we send out to the community.
Yeah, we already done that.
Yeah, you've already done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
I'm
has
a
been
little
a
bit behind
long.
on my emails.
This has been a long journey. Like we were meeting with them. The Green Hive was meeting with them all throughout last year, like getting the idea set up, and then they had the presentation to you all to make it
Correct.
an actual club.
Correct.
So I think like, you know, it's also a really good process of recognizing that it's not just, okay, wow, now we have the materials and vermicomposters, like all of the, you know, longevity that has led them here. It's been a lot of work, and like
Yeah.
a lot of those organizational and kind of human, what's that, like human resources,
Human resources,
you know,
sure.
like
How do you talk to people that are in charge of the school to get permission to do what you need to do too, right? That's a
Yeah.
process too,
It
right?
was a really very long process. Yeah.
Longer than you expected.
Yeah.
because it's such a
Probably.
big school
Yeah.
too. There's so many moving parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I wanted to start it, it was just the idea was to have a mini master. Like
Yeah.
yeah, but then I realized there was a lot more involved. And first, we just wanted to make like the composters, but then we realized that to have this be like actually scale and be like on the school and leave the legacy to like care to the environment with throughout these composters for many years. That's why we started a club to like have each time like a new board or something like that to keep adding more initiatives and keeping more people to join and keep being scaling.
I was just thinking in my mind that we have different events in the school throughout the school year, and we do a lot of tours in the school. This could be like part of the tour. Like we could bring people. Like I think of we have Trustee Day in February where we bring the school board to the school. I would love to bring them and have you guys talk about what you've done, so that they can see that really we want to make sure that we're fulfilling our mission and our vision. And part of that is meaningful lives. We can't. None of us can have meaningful lives without the environment that's around us, right? That taking care of that and being custodians of the earth.
Yeah.
That's like important for every human being, right? And so, so it's interesting that you can talk about going to classes, right? But really, the real education is an education that's about what you guys are doing. It's about taking something that you're passionate about, that's important to humankind and to the earth, and then spreading that out through a club, but also through the community. So, kudos to you. It
Thank
probably is going to look good on your university resumes too. I would think it was pretty cool if I was an admissions officer. I'd be like, Verdi? What is
Vermi.
it?
Vermicompost.
Vermi?
Yeah.
Vermi?
Yeah.
Vermicomposting club leaders. Like that's not something you see on a typical college resume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so.
not. Yeah. It's very unique.
Is there any like? Could people at home do this? Could they do composting at home?
Yeah, so that's the end goal for me personally in the club. So as I'm in grade 11, I still have one more year to actually
Uh-huh.
fulfill this club. So after we get all the composters started, my goal, and Jose Miguel, let's see if we have time to do it together, is to actually start creating like small composters. It doesn't have to be vermicomposting. It can
Okay.
just be normal
composting.
but like creating them and selling them in school, so that
Okay.
each person can have their own composter. So even if you have just a small garden, everyone cooks. Everyone has their like the remaining from scraps, food scraps.
It's organic waste.
So you can just take that into fruition and actually take advantage of that and just have it green.
That's awesome. And I heard you say sell them. So now you're entering the entrepreneurial pathway, right? And so that's what we want in our school, really. We want projects that are cross curriculum, where you're taking something you're passionate about, but a problem too that you're trying to solve, that you're trying to make the world around you better. That's what we want for all of our students. So you guys are like fulfilling our mission and vision right before our eyes. You're like the example, the case studies.
Yeah, something that we've done like to get more people to join is that we first structured the club to be like in 3 or 4 parts. So the first part is like there's this like advertising, getting more people to join, communicating with other clubs and with the high school office. And it has like attracted people that want to go to marketing, people that are good with other people, and getting like more people to know the club. And there's also this other part of building the composters, which is like a lot of technical stuff, a lot of like physics and
Engineering and
more for like people going towards there.
So you're advertising to people's different talents.
Yeah.
What they're good at or what they like. So what else do you guys want the community to know as they watch this? I have like 11 or 12 followers. So how would you like to influence our community that listens to these Hornetcasts?
Well, we would like everyone to like be open-minded and consider like and look at the mission and our vision and why this is very important, and why we would like for everyone to consider like joining the club or just looking through helping us with the community service part, as this will spreading like the environmental awareness throughout high school, middle school, and even lower school is super important, and it's like caring for our future.
So be open-minded means don't be grossed out by worms.
Yeah.
They're not as gross as you think they are, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe even like baby steps, you know? Like I've never had a vermicomposter of my own, but I take care of my own compost at my house and use it in my garden, and it doesn't have to be perfect, you know? Like maybe this message that it is more accessible than maybe we think. As long as you have a little bit of a patch of grass and a container with some holes in it, really you can have a composter, and it doesn't have to be this crazy elaborate 3-story thing to feed acres and acres of land. Like start small with what you have and learn that way, and like you were saying earlier, also kind of creating more of a relationship with the earth and with the plants, because really like growing your own anything, like even if I grow just one tiny pepper, of course it's not going to feed me for a month, but it's such a nice feeling.
You really enjoy that pepper when you do eat it, right?
Exactly.
Because it's like, this is my pepper.
Wow, like
I've
I
been
watched
nurturing
this
for
I
months.
watched this come from a tiny little flower, and
It didn't die. It stayed alive.
Yeah, so I think, like remembering that these things are accessible if we take them in small pieces at a time, just like even the fruition of this club. Of course, to look at the huge picture, it feels really overwhelming, but when you can kind of make bite-sized pieces, it comes to life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the small, the baby steps, and have like a clear, like goal or like the purpose why you're doing it.
Mm-hmm. And maybe
You
the
guys seem
path
like
to
you have a
get there
vision.
changes.
Yeah.
You seem like you have a vision. You probably have that in your document, your manual. You got a manual going there? For
Yeah.
your club?
Yeah, we have like the club structure,
Uh-huh.
and like how we structure, like we were saying that we have like these branches, and part of like the mission and the vision is to keep like join people the most people as possible to join our initiative, and to people like care for the environment, and throughout this hands-on experience.
Yeah, and just like the general vision is like they don't even have to join the club or do the service hours, but for them to have the like environmental consciousness in which they are like aware of everything that's happening and how they can be greener.
How they can contribute in the way that they feel comfortable contributing, and
Yeah.
maybe they contribute a little bit more each year as their knowledge increases.
Yeah.
And the first part of contributing is just taking that extra moment to, instead of putting your banana peel in the normal bin, walking to the composter and putting it in there, you know,
Gotcha.
or bringing a fresh apple instead of chips to your snack or your lunch, and taking, I think, that moment of like, yes, life is busy and it's probably more convenient to just toss this in the bin right next to me, but taking that pause and like that contribution is so important, even though it's really small.
That's interesting. I was just thinking about that in relation to your chips, the bag. You can't put that in the vermicomposter,
No.
right? And so just thinking about what you bring for lunch and what you eat for lunch, and saying, okay, could if I didn't finish this all, or if I had an apple core at the end, I could put it in the vermicomposter. But if I bring chips, I have this bag at the end, and I can't do that, right? And that shows us what's healthier for our own bodies too, right? Because fresh fruits and vegetables are going to be healthier than a bag of potato chips.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Well, you guys are great. Congratulations. You have a great strategic plan for your club. We're really proud of you. You're doing a great job. We always finish the Hornet Cast with a little Go Hornets. Are you ready? On the count of
Ready.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Go
Go
Hornets.
Hornets!